For your information, we are made a laughing stock all over the world. The present government of Nigeria has put anything Nigeria into, has put it into a laughing stock. People make jest of us. People discuss us. In fact, as we speak, the person that have disgraced this country most is the present president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I'm not the one saying it, so in case you are not aware, the president's second term he's running for, he did not submit primary school, anything that I went to primary school, nothing to show that he went to secondary school. He only submitted, I went to university in Chicago, which means the present president of Nigeria, the serving president of Nigeria, has no primary school certificates, no secondary school certificates, but he went to university. That will not be juju. And in case you think you are the one that knows, people discuss it in foreign televisions. Foreign nations discuss it in different televisions everywhere around the world. It's not my word, so listen.
Well, this Bola Tinubu, he's not a nice person, is he? The current president of Nigeria. I recall he went to a high school, so he said, that had not been built or formed when he supposedly graduated from high school.
Well, yeah, his college records. Yeah, his college records. One of them, on one of his college records, he's a woman. On another one, it's from a school that didn't exist at the time that the certificate was printed. He was and this is known, a drug kingpin in Chicago. Had to forfeit $460,000 to a federal judge and flee the country back in 1993 for being implicated in a heroin ring.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and heroin funds 37% of global jihad. And Nigeria is a major heroin trafficking through country. So in fact, there is a federal judge that ordered release of 2,500 pages of documents, DEA documents that were supposed to be released June 1st by a federal court order, have not been released. And the FBI and the CIA issued briefs asking they not be released. Our government is blocking the release of these documents that implicate the president of Nigeria in a heroin trafficking ring.
You heard it for yourself. These two men discuss the president of Nigeria's academic credentials. They talk about how he said he attended a secondary school that did not exist as at the time he attended the secondary school. They went to certificate bearing that Bola Tinubu is a woman, is a female, and that's true. They went to how he forfeited money. They migrated to how Nigerians are requesting for documents of Tinubu in US that has to do with his heroin activity in US. How Tinubu is using the government of the United States of America to block the release of these documents. As we speak, these documents were supposed to be released about 2 months ago. They have Tinubu lawyers, they are fighting in courts in US now to make sure FBI and CIA make sure the courts in US did not release those documents. It is the same Tinubu CIA said is our assets. What do we know about assets? Which means the CIA, when the CIA say somebody is their assets, which means they have something against that person. They are not prosecuting that person. Whenever they want that person to do what they want, that person is their puppet. The person must do whatever they want the person to do. And CIA came to a court in US and say, Tinubu is our asset. It's a federal asset. You can hear how people in another foreign nation discuss the present president of Nigeria. This is what is happening now. A court proceeding is going on in US. Some lawyers are fighting for the release of Bola Ahmed Tinubu heroin drug dealing documents. While Tinubu lawyers are fighting, protecting the release of these documents. These are not my words. I'm just reporting what is happening. And this is the person that is about contesting for the second term as president of Nigeria, who don't have any result to show for the past 3.5 years. He's about contesting. And just like 3.5 years ago, unlike 3.5 years ago, he did not submit primary school certificates. There's no sign. There's no proof that he went to primary school, nor a secondary school. That's because he has lied before. He could not present any certificate again. He only presented the Chicago University certificate that is still in dispute. In case you've forgotten, Reno Omokri came on air on Arise TV to say that, to talk about this, the authenticity of this Chicago University document, results, certificate. So, I just thank my God that this is not the person I'm supporting to be my president. He is president today because he forced himself on us. He stole it and ran away with it. He's going for the second time. I'm out there talking about him, why he will never be my president again. I'm out there fighting that this criminality should be wiped away by the same broom they brought, the same broom of corruption they brought. We should use the same broom to sweep them out of Nigeria. If you have a contrary opinion, let's go to the comment section.
Do you know the hypocrisy of the people from the Southwest, that at any given opportunity they will quickly come out and say, oh, the Igbos are the ones making a mockery of Nigeria, bringing shame to Nigeria, which of course it is not true, because we have the people who from all regions who are politicians. They are the face of Nigeria. When you say Nigeria is corrupt, it is not even starting from the individuals. When I think the former Prime Minister of UK, United Kingdom, I think Macron, Cameron also, he said Nigeria is a fantastically corrupt nation. I'm sure he never dealt with individuals, ordinary Nigerians. They have been dealing with politicians at that level. So you don't even need a soothsayer to tell you. Even when you see people committing crime, individuals committing crime, that crime and the fraudulent act of politicians are more than that of this country. They are more than that. So you can imagine the shame Tinubu is bringing, and they are not part of. That is to tell you that they have sold their conscience. The old president is having very dense image across the world. Of course, we can see the mess, the way they are messing Tinubu up, and somebody will come and be telling us it is not true. Nigeria, this is the time to do the right thing. We must vote for competency, integrity, results-oriented candidates, and above all, we need who has compassion. I beg, tell them, presidents of a corrupt mandate, that we fall in Jesus' mighty name. Thank you for sharing this vital information, and please keep sharing. Don't relent. Please, who is the marketing Nigeria here, please? And you're asking, use your tongue to count your teeth. It's really laughable. Affliction, they say, should not even happen the second time. Tinubu will not rule Nigeria again. Same reason they deny Pablo becoming president of Colombia, because he doesn't dance with the FBI and CIA. Because Tinubu is their puppet, they allowed a convicted drug lord as a president. Nigeria is finished. Please, how much is laughing stock in Nigeria exchange? You think we are joking here? You think it's a joke? It is a cruise? No, you think it is a cruise? Please, I want to ask a question. Is it when Tinubu buy they will release the documents? I don't know for them. I wonder why would all the past heads of states, elders, statesmen, religious leaders, leaders of thought, and traditional leaders, I leave all those traditional leaders across the country should call themselves together and approach Tinubu to consider resignation instead of fighting on just cause, whereby putting the image of Nigeria in dispute. After all, Nigeria is bigger than the interests of any individual. Nigeria is doomed. APC and Tinubu Yahoo governments are evil. You think all those people you called will do anything? They are being paid. They don't care. They care about themselves.